Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 78 of Direwolf20's Let's Play. You can see me just getting situated here in my overworld. Want to get ready to start expanding upon that railway system that I have, the little roller coaster type thing. And the next piece of the puzzle is going to require a little bit of effort on my part. So why don't I get ready and I'll be right back. Alright guys, let's pop into the Age of Magic because that's one of the stops that I want to have on my little roller coaster train here. The Age of Magic, I want to have kind of a dark enchanted forest feel, and looks like my portable hole setup is still there. Let's sleep through the night real quick. And basically, I'd like to have a tainted forest to ride through on my minecart system. So I think it would be fun to purposely build a nice tainted area to go riding through. Doesn't that sound like a blast? Oh yeah. It definitely does. So I've been running some machines over here for a while, as you guys know. Made a couple of these little runic seals here, and they do create a little bit of taint in the area. But if I want to forcibly cause a seriously large area of taint to get developed, I think I'm going to have to step up my game just a little bit. So let's find a good spot to start developing the taint, and then we'll move on from there. So I'm going to fly around for just a little bit here and see if I can't find an area with like a decently high taint level and a not terribly high Vs level, because the Vs will counter it just a little bit. So we got some high Vs levels over here. I'll be back in a few once I found what might be a decent spot. Well, I didn't find anywhere too particularly good, but I guess that's because forest biomes tend to have a decent amount of Vs already in them. But that's okay, not going to worry about it too much. There's my house in the distance. I'm going to plant down just a few blocks here, and this is going to be kind of my taint production facility. I want to make sure to have a seriously large amount of taint getting pumped into the atmosphere here. And in order to do that, I'm going to need a few machines and a couple other fun things that I can kind of work with here. So how about I get started working on the taint production that we're going to have working out this whole area. Alright, and I'll be back in a few once I've got my whole plan laid out. Alright guys, I have a couple interesting ideas on things I'd like to do. First off, I'd like to get myself some thaumium reinforced tanks to store a bunch of taint and Vs, and then I'd also like to get myself another one of these guys, the thaumium crucible. I feel like that might be a smart investment. So how about, actually, do I still have one of those in my overworld? I forget if I crafted that thing new or what. So give me a minute or two here. I'm going to go see if I already have one in my overworld. Save me crafting a new one. We should be able to visit. Come on. There we go. The overworld. And go check real quick in our ages. Let's see. I thought I either left it in here. Nope. Don't have anything in here that would help, though I could probably steal some of these things. I haven't really been using this room too much, so might not be a bad idea. I'll leave the small ones in there that actually have stuff in them. Anything in here? Yeah, I do have a thaumium crucible. I knew it. Cool. Since I have my cultic enchanter back in my main Thaumcraft age there, I think we're in good shape. So let's head back to the Age of Magic with our new thaumium crucible. Come on, make your way over. There we go. And then I'm going to set up some things to start collecting a bunch of taint. Alright, I'll be back in a few. Alright, just popping over. I want to create a couple thaumium ingots to go with the Vs storage tanks that I had here. So we'll just get a few of them. Sweet. And then we'll combine the thaumium ingot with the Vs storage tanks to get our thaumium reinforced tanks, of course. I'm going to want to try and figure out how I want to manage the Vs that I do produce. Not entirely sure a good way to dispose of the pure Vs, because I really only want to deal with tainted Vs at the moment. But don't worry, I've got a couple ideas. So I've got my thaumium crucible ready to go. I've got my thaumium reinforced tanks. Let's get some filters and some valves and all that stuff. So Vs conduits, I'll probably need a few more of those. Let's see, some wood, some redstone, not a problem. And just a few glass panes. No big deal. Alright, let's go set up a little spot outside. Alright, like I said, first off, I want to start getting a nice amount of Vs and taint production using the thaumium crucible. which I've got here. And we'll probably want a few thaumium reinforced tanks with some Vis conduits, and I even got myself an advanced Vis valve here, which I'll be playing with in just a moment. So let's get our thaumium crucible set up here, and then we'll run our Vis valve lines to here. And I'll separate this out a little bit. I want to have a thaumium crucible on one side to store the Vis, that is, and the other side to store the taint. So I need a little bit more space here than I've got. Maybe I want to move this and center it a little bit more. Yeah, it looks like a good plan. And you'll see where I'm going with this in just a moment. Probably going to need another one of these, actually, believe it or not. One here. And let's get out of our bag of tricks. Let's see, I should have some gold is what I'm going to need. And one tainted crystal. Let's go get it. There we go, much better. Silly me, forgot that. Alright, back off in this direction. And we'll put this guy here, and we'll make sure that he's set to, I guess Vis will go on that way, and taint will go this way. Sounds good, right? And then we're going to want a good amount of taint storage, I think, and not quite as much Vis storage. We're not going to need terribly as much. So that looks like a good amount, right? Very cool. Alright, now we're ready to start burning up items and collecting stuff, but we're going to need a few more items here before we're really ready to start. So now that I've got the basics laid out, a way to produce taint and Vis, separate it, let's get a way to get it out into the atmosphere, and for that, we're going to want to create what's called a filter. So let's drip down here, look up filter in NEI, and find out how we can make it. The filter, the Vis filter that is, requires some aluminium, 2 iron, not a big deal, some enchanted wood, and some conduits. Alright, cool. I can handle all of that real easily. Alright, let's get some enchanted wood. How are we for that? I need a few more. And we'll just use, why not, earthen crystals, because those seem to be easiest to get at the moment. Get those cooking up. Now, is this thing running still? Yeah, he is. Good. You know what? I might be low on Vis. Yeah, look at that. Really out of Vis. So I want to actually produce some real deal Vis here. Probably need to go generate some more obsidian as well. Maybe turn off this machine for a bit. I was charging up some depleted crystals and, yep, got out of hand a little bit. There we go. This thing's running. And we'll let the Vis storage go back up. Now, want to take my enchanted wood. How am I for aluminium? Good, I have a few. Probably going to want to get about 4 of these things. That sounds like a good number of Vis filters, right? So enchanted wood, and I'm going to need some iron. I've already got a little bit on myself, but let's grab from our bag here. And craft it up. So aluminium was in the middle, the enchanted wood was in the corners. We had Vis conduits. And iron like that, or did I swap those out? There we go. 4 Vis filters. Now what this stuff does is it actually it requests taint out of the production line and it pumps it out into the atmosphere as a way to dispose of it. Because earlier on in your Thaumcraft career you're not going to want to use taint quite as much, and if you don't have the advanced filters yet and all that stuff, you might find you have too much taint than you can handle. So you might want to get rid of it by using this nifty little device. But the thing is, it'll pump all that taint out into the atmosphere, which won't be good. Unless, of course, in this instance, when I want that to happen. So let's get this going. We're going to place down some of this stuff here. Alright, so here we go. We just hook up probably a line right here. And what I'm going to try and just see is how well this is going to work. So I'm going to create a production line kind of like this. And that looks like there's some conduit layouts there. So this guy has a 15 taint TCB line. And it's pulling taint out of what's going to be this tank here. Now this guy has a 10 taint line, so we'll just see how this works out. I might need to put something on here to boost these guys, but we'll see. Yeah, I think we're okay. Alright, let's give it a shot. What do you guys say? Okay, so I'm going to go get a bunch of obsidian and be right back. And honestly, 2 stacks of obsidian probably isn't enough, so let's pop into the nether, where I will flip on my block breaking machine, flip on this guy to start pumping out some lava, and start producing some obsidian. Now my battery box is doing alright, but because I've got my red, blue chest here, I can grab some fully charged blue trick batteries, pop them in here, and we should be okay. Remember, the pump does use a good amount of bluetricity. So we'll leave the empty batteries back in here, and they'll get automatically recharged once I go back to the overworld, which is just awesome. Nice. So I'm going to let the obsidian generator do its thing, and then come back in a few minutes once I have a solid amount of obsidian. Alright, looks like we have a decent amount of this stuff here, so let's turn off the pump, let this thing stop producing obsidian, and turn off that thingy. Awesome. Nice. Back to the age of magic. Dun 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 dun. And we're going to test out this little system that I've made here. So let's clean up our inventory real quick, throwing away some of the items we don't need immediately at this time. I'm going to need a lot of this stuff actually pretty soon, but that should be good. Grab a few stacks of obsidian. Now I'm not going to set up the same system I did over there with the pneumatic tubes and stuff, but because this thing won't overfill, it should be okay. I can just dump a whole bunch of obsidian in there and it'll just burn it all off. So let's go with a stack or two directly into the crucible. 1 and 2. Now all the taint should go off to the right, and immediately I realized that I did things backwards. Wow, how did I manage that? Oh well, I'll fix that up real quick. I must not have been paying attention to what I was doing. That's totally like me. There we go, all cleaned up. So let's put this over here where it belongs, like I said. We'll put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these down, and then we'll put some taint stuff right like that. Now note that it's quickly pulling the taint into this thing. So I was hoping this thing would be able to pull out more, but oh well, let's try a little different mechanic then. Because I really want it to be able to pull more taint. Let's see. I'm probably filling this line up is what the problem is. So let's break this off, knock this guy off. And this is what this testing is all about, is to figure out a nice efficient way to produce a whole ton of taint. So look at the taint value already starting to rise. We've already got a 33% chance or so of the taint value right in this chunk to go up. Now I should be able to also do this, and also do something like this. Now we've got these three pumping along like crazy. Nice. And we've filled up the lines here, so we can't possibly connect more than one filter to one line, which is fine. And all the taint in this tank is kind of, you know, doing its thing. Cool. Should be starting to go down now. Not terribly fast either. So 3 of these is good. I want to see if I can maybe get a little bit more. And all the beasts going in there too. Neat. Let's see. You know what else I could do if I really wanted to? That should work. No, it's not gonna because it can't pull upwards like that. Okay. Let me think about another way to do this. I mean, I could just, you know, put it underneath if I wanted to. That would also work, but meh. Because I shouldn't... Because I'm keeping this thing clogged, right? If I put another one here, will that work just as well? Yeah, I think that is working pretty well. Alright, cool. Might want to make a few more of these, but for the time being, you can see plenty of taint getting pumped out into the atmosphere. Yeah, we can definitely see plenty of taint getting pumped out into the atmosphere. See the taint level rising? Oh yeah, serious business. Let's throw some more obsidian into this crucible. Now I have another way I'd like to start producing more taint, and that's going to require a little bit more work to set up. So why don't I get situated and ready to do that? I want to clear out a little bit of space here, because I will need to really kind of do a little bit of work to get this going. Let's grab our axe of the stream here and harvest this tree. Whoosh. Nice. That should clear out a good amount of space, and I probably might even want to grab this greatwood tree here. That might be kind of cool to get too. Hey, come on, I wanted everything. A little bit better. Oh yeah, there we go. Now we're talking. Getting all kinds of goodies. So I'm clearing out this greatwood tree because I want to have a nice open area here, and besides I want to have some greatwood logs. It never hurts to have an extra of those, right? Sweet. Oh boy, look at all this stuff. Yeah, totally need some more inventory space. That's alright, I'll manage that in just a few minutes. But like I said, I want to get another way to produce even more taint because, we're producing a lot of vis here. We don't even have room for any more of it. Oh my. So I'm going to need something to do with all this vis we're producing, and then we're going to need something to do with all this taint. Alright, I'll be right back. So the next thing I want to do to produce a bunch of taint is maybe use the Crucible of Souls. Now remember, this crucible does not burn physical objects to create vis. It consumes the life force of nearby creatures and converts it to dark energy. But it's quite inefficient and produces a lot of tainted vis. Well, that's exactly what I'm after, right? So let's get a crucible, some soul fragments, and I'm going to need a bone. I don't know if I have one of those laying around in this age. I might have forgotten to grab one of those from the overworld. Probably. I'll dig around in my bags and see if I left any anywhere, but I'll find a bone probably back in the overworld and start producing the items I need here, along with just a regular old crucible, which remember is any kind of crystal, a cauldron, and there we go. That looks cool. Not a problem. I'll just grab an earthen crystal because, like I said, any kind of crystal. So real quick, I'll get the crucible ready, and then I'll go steal a bone out of the overworld. Probably do that off camera. Okay, one of these guys. 1, 2, 3. Crucible. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, ready to go. Got myself a bone here. Get myself first a soul fragment. Dun dun dun. And then I've got my crucible, my soul fragment, a bone. I brought some gas tears with me from the overworld. You might have saw those sitting in my inventory for a while here. And then some rotten zombie flesh. Now this thing, of course, uses a lot of taint. Not a big deal, but there we go. Crucible of Souls. Awesome. Now I want to set up a nice little containment area for trapping enemies. I should probably do it with fences. Sounds like a good plan, right? I think a fence is what I want to go with. Yeah, sure, why not? So I'm just going to make some of those real quick and then head out there and start building a nice little fenced-in area. Oh yeah, look at this. Already up to 3,000 taint in the immediate area here. Not a problem. Now, I do want to try something. I haven't tested this out yet, believe it or not, but I have an idea on a good way to maintain a serious amount of taint production. And what I'm doing here is building in my nice little fenced-in area for what's going to eventually be the kill zone. So let's do this, and then I'm going to plant my Crucible of Souls right here. I wonder if I can face it in a direction or if it just kind of works in the center. Alright, looks like it works in the center there. So maybe plant that in the center of this little area and then do that. Wouldn't that be cool? And then underneath is where I'm going to connect my conduits. So let's get those ready to place down. Alright, that should work. So I've got a conduit basically running underneath this thing and straight over to that thing. Now let's go find a test subject to help, I don't know, test this little system out. Put my laser away and grab my portal gun. By the way, remember a couple episodes back where I said that the portal gun was picking up entities in a strange way? Oh, there it is. It's still out here. I figured out the reason for that is I need to update my Forge version, but I'm currently waiting to update Mistcraft along with the next version of Forge, which has a couple important fixes and some other things in it. That's why I haven't updated my forum thread just yet. The version of Forge that I'm using at the moment, I need to update, but I have to wait for Mistcraft. And I'm trying to make it easy on you guys. So hopefully we can update everything and it'll be a little bit better. So, hey, there we go. Hey, come on, get up and inside there. Right up into here. Looks like it has a decent range. That's kind of neat. Cool, and it killed him. Sweet. Did it produce a bunch of taint? Hopefully. I'm guessing it did. 4 vis and 6 taint. Alright. Why is it just hanging out in there? It should be getting drained out, I would think. Ah, because there's no pull. Okay, it's probably a little bit too far away. So we'll want to upgrade this thing, get a couple of those pump things on it. Let's head over this way and get that going. Alright, so here's what I'm going to try. I'm going to place my Arcane Bellows back here, and that will hopefully start pulling more taint and vis up. Okay, cool, there it is. It pulled it out of here. The only problem is right now we've got some vis in there and we have nowhere for it to go. So here's the part where I have to figure out a good way to get stuff going. And I'll put the filter on this side of things so we still have our 4 filters up and running. Awesome. Now what am I going to do with all this vis? Good question. I have an idea. Let's plant this guy down. I'm going to go borrow an item from over here simply because I don't feel like creating another one. I'm going to get my duplicator. Duplicators sound like they could use a lot of vis over a long period of time. Well, actually, I only need 4 gold and 2 animated pistons. Alright, why not? I think I happen to have those pistons right over here. 2 animated pistons, some of you, and 4 gold? Not a problem. I'll do that real quick. The duplicator, heck, let's just make diamonds. Wouldn't hurt, right? So open this guy up. And check out the recipe on the duplicator. Ah, cool. I wasn't sure if the latest version of Equivalent Exchange had that change in it, but it appears to have been made. Cool. There we go. Thaumic duplicator. Cool. So now I can start duplicating some items. Let's open this thingy up. Do I have any diamonds in here? Probably not. Alright, then what I'll do is grab from here my transmutation table. Pull out 1 diamond from my Klein star just to get 1. And then we can put this thing back away. And then we'll head off in that direction and try this out. So I should be able to do this. There it is. Hook this thing up like so. We'll put down our Thaumic duplicator right there. We'll set this to repeat mode. And cool, this thing's getting a boost from somewhere. Not quite sure where. Maybe even want to get a little upgrade in here to make it more efficient. I'll get the efficiency upgrade eventually. Put the diamond in, and it should start pulling a ton of vis out of the lines here, straight into the duplicator, and start duplicating the diamond, which will require quite a bit of vis to duplicate. But that's the point, is it's going to take a lot of vis. It'll get me an item that I could always use more of, and it's a nice way to drain the vis out of here. Ta-da! Just create another diamond. And because it's in repeat mode, it's going to continuously repeat. Let me go get one of those little machine thingies that'll make this a little boosted. I'll be right back. There we go. Stabilized singularity ready. This will just at least make the diamond production a little bit more efficient. We'll get more diamonds out of it. Can't hurt for efficiency, right? That's right, I gotta do that. Sweet. Nice. I like it. Alright, now let's figure out a way to do more with this thingy. Alright, next up I want to try something. I'm not sure if this works, but I'm going to try just putting a redstone signal there, and then I'm going to try and go pick up some more mobs and see if with a redstone signal applied, if it doesn't do damage to mobs nearby. So there's another cow, so let's pick him up. Come on buddy, we're going for a ride. Hooray! Looking forward to updating Forge so I don't have this weird strangeness happening. No, I guess not, huh? No way to turn this thing off? Alright, duly noted. Alright, so remember I have a bag full of goodies here. I'm going to grab a few of them out. I want to grab from this bag probably an Arcane Seal. Oh man, I have so much junk. Let's put some of this stuff in here. Cleaning up. My inventory full of stuff. Alright, so what I want to try and place down here are a handful of seals. You can see I got some Arcane Seals here, and we've got all these cool things. Sure, we can take the Swift Wolves off for a minute. That shouldn't be a problem. And we'll get ready to identify this stuff. So I'm going to place up here, nope, right there, a nice rune that does the following. Maybe I want to put him like that. That looks cool, right? I'm going to try here Water Magic Water. Let's see what that does. Water Magic Water. Ta-da! This seal heals a creature in the area for a small amount of health and adds a short regeneration buff. So I'm hoping by creature it includes, you know, animals and whatnot. Let's put up here another seal. And this one I want to do Water Magic Air. Okay, so Water Magic Air. And this seal rapidly heals a creature in the area for a small amount of health. So hopefully between the two of these seals, and I might even add a couple more, I can put a couple more around the edges here, we'll hopefully be healing things faster than they're getting hurt. So, time to go find another animal to experiment with. Where is a test subject laying around at? I'm in a forest, I should have some animals around. Hey, a cow. What's up, buddy? You're about to be my experiment. That one'll work. Come on. There we go. flying back. Lagging a bit as I'm probably going the wrong way. There it is. Alright, let's just do that. Now hopefully that will heal him enough, but we'll see what happens. But my plan here is to have basically... Alright, it did heal him a bunch, but not quite enough. So let's get some more water, air, and whatnot stuff. And I might need a few more of these, but we'll see. But we'll get some more of these runic things laid out. This guy and this guy. And the combination was water, magic, air, right? Yeah, that's the rapidly heal one. Yeah. Water, magic, air. Water, magic, air. Water, magic, air. And I might need a few more runes, but that's not going to be a big deal. Water, magic, air. I'll go make some more of those in just a few minutes, but let's get another portal gun and another test subject. Dum-diddy-dum. Where's my void ring? Let's put him back on. I think there was one off in this direction, wasn't there? There's a cow. What's up, buddy? Come along with me for just a minute. I need you to be tortured in the name of science. And magic. Alright, so hopefully lots of healing going on here. Maybe? Nope, not so much. I'll be back. So I'm going to grab my Wand of Reversal and reverse some of these runes. We'll get these guys off of here, and we're going to put Earth on. And what this symbol apparently does, I wasn't sure if animals would be counted as creatures. I'm not sure if they are still. But this seal heals an animal in the area for a small amount of health. So let's go put some Earth runes all around the outer edges of these things, and hopefully a handful of Earth runes will help. Let's see if this will help me keep animals alive. More test subjects, please. Here goes nothing. So straight down to here. Whoa, what is going on? You healing or what? Come on, heal the thing. Wow, I don't know if that's really helping so much. Alright, I want to try this a little bit more experimentally. So I took off the crucible. And I did note that it was healing. Let's put it back down. He's taking damage. Alright. Are you going to heal him or what, guys? Look how hurt he is. He needs help. I wonder if it has some kind of like effect on him that prevents him from getting healed shortly after being damaged by the Crucible of Souls. I didn't expect that. I'll come back once these little particle effects disappear. Alright guys, I found something interesting. It looks like when he's getting damaged by the Crucible of Souls, he's not gonna get healed by the little things around the outer edges. However, if I'm damaging him my own way, or with maybe a seal here, and this is a fire-air seal, which has like kind of a push and damage effect to it, look, it's starting to heal him a whole bunch, right? So here's my thoughts. What if I place this guy down here now? Will they keep him healed? Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, it's definitely doing something to him. Am I producing beasts and stuff? No. Why am I not producing beasts? Interesting. I'm guessing it's intended so that you can't set up like a, fully automated pre-beast and taint farm thing here. Okay. Well, there goes that idea, I guess. See, and this is why I usually test stuff, because things you expect to work sometimes just don't. So, oh well. Gonna have to recall all these items here. We'll get all this stuff back. Sweet. And I'm gonna go ahead and try a little something else to get myself some more beasts. Alright, for now I'm going to go back to dropping obsidian in here. Just get a whole bunch of the stuff going. Of course you can stack whole tons of the stuff in there. That should be good. We'll let all the Vs go into there and convert into diamonds, and all the taint go over here and start getting pumped out in the atmosphere. I'm thinking I might want to even have a few more, a little bit more of this stuff. Let's see. What's going on? Is this building up? You guys should start pulling from here now, you know. Oh, you know what? The Arcane Bellows is making it impossible to pull out of the tank. That's funny. There we go. Much better. I'm going to go make a few more of these Beast things, because it looks like they still can't quite keep up with the amount of Beasts coming in. So let me go make a few more filters off camera. There we go. Even better. So you can see, we're probably still not keeping up with all the taint getting in there, but that's okay. That's why we have this big storage tank that can really pump stuff out. Awesome. So tons of taint getting pumped out in the atmosphere, and look at the taint level rising on the bottom left-hand corner of my screen. Simply burning stuff in a crucible causes the taint charge to rise, and then the taint level itself is getting brought up by all these filters here. So definitely a dangerous thing to do. Unfortunately, it's pretty much a wrapping up point for this episode. I'm sorry that this thing didn't work out as well as I thought. I might come up with another plan or a better plan. We'll have to see. But maybe down the line we'll figure out a way to get that thing working the way I want. But pretty soon we're going to wind up with a rather tainted area of land here, and I'm thinking it's going to be pretty awesome looking. This nice dark enchanted forest of evil tainted corruption should be really neat to see. So we're just going to have to wait until next episode to see how that whole thing turns out. It's right around taint level 4,000, I want to say, when things really start to become a problem. So I'll be sure to have the cameras running at that point. So anyway, this is Direwolf20 signing off on episode 78 of Direwolf20's Let's Play. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and of course, take it easy.